Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of July 6, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad, MGT.
I'm Colonel AUC Oguntoye, an infantry officer. Today's update: continued engagements. The Russian armed forces continue to conduct their special military operation across various regions, engaging Ukrainian forces in intense combat.
Welcome to the Frontline Updates podcast. Today, we're joined by Colonel AUC Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the latest developments in the ongoing special military operation as of July 6, 2024. Colonel, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It's important to keep the public informed about our operations.
Let's dive right in. Can you update us on the current status of the operation?
Absolutely. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct the special military operation robustly. Our forces have made significant advances, particularly in the Kharkov and Donetsk regions, and have successfully repelled numerous Ukrainian counterattacks.
Could you detail the outcomes from these engagements?
Certainly. In the Kharkov region, our North group of troops encountered and overcame the 31st Mechanized and the 71st Motorized Infantry Brigades of Ukraine, as well as other units, including the 36th Marine Brigade. They repelled 5 assaults by the 92nd Assault Brigade and a Special Operations Detachment, leading to significant Ukrainian losses.
That sounds like a considerable confrontation. What were the specific losses on the Ukrainian side?
The Ukrainian forces lost up to 210 military personnel and a substantial amount of hardware, including a tank, a pickup truck, various artillery mounts like the Polish Crab and the French Caesar, as well as American M777 howitzers.
And how about the operations conducted by other groups?
In the western sector, our troops have also made critical advancements. They have captured strategically important positions and dealt heavy blows to the Ukrainian forces, destroying 3 enclave electronic warfare stations and several field ammunition depots.
Moving south, how are the operations unfolding there?
Our southern group of forces has improved their tactical positions significantly. They've engaged multiple Ukrainian brigades, resulting in the loss of 650 Ukrainian troops and the destruction of a dozen vehicles. Key artillery pieces were also neutralized, including multiple 155mm howitzers and other artillery systems.
What can you tell us about the role of air defense and aerial operations during this period?
Our air defense systems have been extremely effective. They've downed several advanced Western munitions, including UK-made Storm Shadow cruise missiles and a US-made HARM anti-radar missile. In addition, our aviation, UAVs, and missile forces have targeted critical Ukrainian infrastructure, further debilitating their logistical and operational capabilities.
With these operations continuing, what's the strategic outlook for the coming days?
We will continue to press our advantages, leveraging our strategic and tactical gains to further diminish the fighting capacity of the Ukrainian forces. Our goal is to secure a stable and secure environment in the contested regions.
What is the accuracy of the Fab 3000? And why not use several smaller caliber bombs instead of the Fab 3000?
Well, one approximately the same as for all bombs equipped with a universal planning and correction module. Now the accuracy is slightly lower due to the fact that the UMPC itself is much larger and it takes time to bring it to fruition and a dozen missions on targets to collect data for study. The same thing happened with the first FAB 250/500 bombs. And 2 all weapons are developed for specific tasks. FAB 3000 is no exception. It was invented to cause critical damage to protected enemy targets at one time. Using the example of the latest videos of FAB 3000 arrivals, you can see that blowing half a concrete building into dust is not a problem for this bomb. Everything, for now, comes down to accuracy.
Why does a Fab 300 constantly fly to Mirgorod airfield? And how many planes are there at this airfield?
Mirgorod is the most important jump airfield, vital for the Ukrainian armed forces. From here, as well as from the sites in Aviatorskoye or Kanatov, Ukrainian MiG-29 and Su-27 fighters from time to time try to strike with adjustable aerial bombs or fly out to intercept carriers of aerial bombs from UMPC. And there is no permanent air group of the armed forces of Ukraine at the airfield for security reasons. The airfield is in the range of Iskander operational tactical missiles, but it is almost impossible not to use the airfield and take off from other sites. In particular, in the west of Ukraine, fuel consumption increases and decreases fighter combat radius. Therefore, a certain number of aircraft, as before the strike, periodically accumulate at the runway.
Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for these detailed insights. Your updates provide a clear picture of the extensive scope of operations and their strategic impacts. How many strikes does it take to disable an airfield?
You are welcome. In the context of attacks on this airfield, it is not so much the fact of destruction or damage to the runway itself that is important, but rather the damage or destruction of fighters located at the airfield. In individual air regiments of the USSR, during exercises, conditional damage to the strip was eliminated with fast-hardening polymer resins in 4 hours. Since then, technology has come a long way. So, it can be difficult to restore an aircraft even with after minor damage.
And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed. Stay secure.
Thank you. And Hamas accepted the U.S. proposal on talks over Gaza.